gonna try this confetti. That's good. That's so good. Well, I can't rot my teeth because I don't have any real teeth for real. All my teeth are fake. Almost all of them are fake. Pregnant girl life. That's really good. You should definitely try the confetti one. Oh, so good. It's heaven in a cookie.
What'd you get into already?
The confetti one. There you go.
All right. I thought you were allergic to sugar. Please don't smack your lips.
Sorry.
So, what time is it? You tell me what time it is. It's time to talk some shit about the bitch. Time to talk some shit about the bitch. Time to talk some shit about the bitch. So, I got my bullshit glasses on. You know why I'm wearing bullshit glasses today? Because we're going to talk about Gypsy Rose. Why else would I wear bullshit glasses today? You know what I'm saying? So, let me remove these bad boys so we can get into this shit. First off, I need to do something here. Hello, how are ya? Hello. How are ya? Well, so we got some shit to talk about over here. I don't know what's going on with my microphone, but it's pissing me off. I wanted to do a tarot. So I got my cards ready, and I just want to give a prediction. Let's see. We are going to ask the cards. Let's just do this. What the future of Gypsy Rose's love life, what is it going to look like? So that's what I'm going to do right now. Son of a bitch. Or how her love life is going to turn out in the future, okay? Now, the first card that fell was the Death card upside down. Oh my goodness. The upside down Death card. If you're currently facing some unexpected changes in your life, the upside down Death card showing up may be a sign that you need to let go of the past and stop resisting. So that could be taken in many different ways if you think about it, because like you could say that she needs to let go of the past that she had with Ken and stop resisting the future that she could have with Ryan. You could look at it that way. Or you could look at it as she needs to forget about her past with Ryan and stop resisting. I don't really know what she would be resisting, but I don't know. Or stop resisting to the fact that your love of your life is actually a homosexual or a bisexual. I'm not sure. I don't know. Or it could be pansexual. Who knows? All I know is he likes men too, and that's fine. I do think that Gypsy Rose is very conflicted about that, and I think that's partially why she doesn't really want the breakup to be announced on social media, because she knows what's behind the breakup, and maybe it's that Ken's like, you know what, I'm gay, you know? I don't know. There's a video here by Nina that kind of confirms that, if you want to take a look at it with me right now.
Someone by the name of Justin, and this shows Ken Urker saying I want to F. Well, I wasn't sure if this was really legit because it's 2 screenshots put together, so I had to do my due diligence. So let me show you what I found. One thing I want to note is that he lives in Dallas, Texas, which is where Ken Urker lived before moving to Louisiana. I scrolled through the photos to find the photo, and I found it. This is it right here. And initially when I clicked it, I did not see the comment. So I hit all comments, and here it's Ken saying I want to F. I wasn't sure if it was really him, so I went to his profile and I wanted to see who liked this photo of him and Gypsy.
Where is he supposedly now, right?
I ended up finding his sister, Autumn,
I didn't realize
Tara,
the mic was off.
and I scrolled through. I just wanted to see if she had anything referencing him, and sure enough, it says I'm gonna be an auntie. Congratulations to my big bro. But that also still wasn't enough for me. I wanted to do a little more digging, and I actually found Gypsy Rose liking this photo. Now here in this photo, it is her blue check mark, and it says cut off Louisiana in a relationship with Ken Urker. Now, love is love whoever you want. But when you start saying I am the one behind Steve Woods, or these allegations that came out were all lies, I'm gonna make sure that I verify it and I prove that you really know that person and it's not allegations.
You guys, just don't start today. It's the day after Christmas. Oh, and I got good news for you guys. Listen to your gal. I got good news. I got good fucking news. So on the 28th, I get to go to my mom's house, and one of my boys is coming and he wants to see me, so I'm excited. I can't wait to see him. I miss him so much. Oh, I'm so happy about it. You know, his twin brother has his feelings, and, you know, maybe with some family counseling or something, we'll be able to really fix those issues. I really want to. I would love to. I'm very transparent. I'm not going to sit there and, you know, allow myself to try to make excuses. He's going to tell me how he feels, and his feelings are valid, and I will take that in and address it, you know, as I can in the situation, you know. But anyways, let's get back to these cuts. So I have the Hierophant here now, right side up though, not upside down. The death one was the only one that ended up upside down. Is that not some crazy shit? I believe the one time I did this for her too, I got this same fucking card. For those in relationships, the Hierophant is marriage and commitment card. Now, there's this video that Nina just posted of her explaining that Gypsy Rose was supposedly in St. Charles. I think she said just for 2 days or a day or something like that Gypsy Rose went over there, but that would mean she's with Ryan. Ooh, girl, you know you haven't even been out a full year. It's not until the 28th that you will have been out a full year. Do you know how much shit that you've done in this year? More so than some people do in their entire fucking life. Girl, you need to slow the fuck down. Because the only one that's going to suffer the most out of this situation is your baby. And all you're doing is making an ass out of yourself. That book you wrote, complete fucking bullshit. Complete bullshit, dude. The most triggering fucking book I've ever sat and had to listen to in your voice.
Charles up until last night.
Y'all, so that means she was with Ryan up until last night, allegedly. That makes a lot of sense because Ryan's been MIA. I've got this through a source. And
one of the comments
I
says,
want to say I
Christy's
believe it.
Christmas pictures doesn't look like Gypsy's
We're going to have to
pregnant.
see what's happening. But honestly, it makes a lot of sense. Ryan has been completely MIA. He hasn't said anything since the divorce. And she was in cutoff, allegedly, up until last night. Now, I do know that Gypsy, I don't think she has posted anything today, but Ken allegedly posted in cutoff for the holidays. Now, I do think that Gypsy has control over his Instagram page. I don't think that's him posting.
I totally agree.
I don't. But her being in Lake Charles, yeah. And I found out that when she transferred from Lake Charles to Cutoff, they were practically throwing the paperwork at Cutoff because they were tired of dealing with her.
Oh, I bet.
Child, Ryan, ain't no way you this silly. I don't get it. Does she have kryptonite? Like,
I know, that's what I'm saying.
We don't know. Or is this the first person you ever been with? Because something just ain't right. You, like, something's not right, Ryan. I'm gonna need you to explain to me,
like 40-year-old virgins,
why you can't let this girl go. Ryan, how long are you gonna be out here acting like Nicholas Godeshan? Because are you really gonna let this lady use you? Like, why are you letting Gypsy Rose Blanchard use you?
must be real low.
She's used everybody. She tried to villainize you. She tried to villainize Ken. She tried to villainize her mom. She's villainized Nick. Like, how long are you going to go for this? Like, I really need to understand. Like, how long are you going to play the fool? Are you okay with being her fool? Because if this is true,
Boo boo the foo.
Ryan, this lady literally cheated on you and got pregnant. What is happening? You're really making me wonder about you. I knew you were too quiet. I knew you were too quiet. Ciao. Man, listen. Anyway, bye, y'all.
You fucking scallywag, possum looking, ugly ass, butt fucking, big nose having ass, ugly teeth having ass, even with dentures, ugly teeth having ass, painting on your mama ass in her own blood having ass bitch. Fuck you, Gypsy Rose. And then we got the Page of Wands card, right side up. I like to read the cards to see what's going on. See what we gotta look for. See what might happen. Because if I go and look back at the one that I did about Ken and her, I believe it was because everyone was saying that they broke up, and so I was kind of like, I did the cards to see if it was true, and it said it was true, and I'm very much sure that it is true. In a love tarot reading, if you're in a relationship, the Page of Wands can indicate that romantic messages or good news may be coming your way. No, thank you. Excuse me, Kurtz. We are not trying to reward a murderer. Are you kidding me right now? You know, universe, you've given her enough. Since she was little, she's gone on trips, she's got everything she's wanted, and then she became this spoiled, rotten little bitch and killed her mom because she's such a spoiled, rotten little bitch. And then you're going to keep giving her what she wants? What the fuck kind of shit is this? I don't understand it, and I'm pissed about it. I have lived a hard life of being a big fucking bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Ryan, I need to talk to you for just a second right now over here. We need to talk. And so if you're not Ryan and you want to stick around and listen, please do. Sit down and listen up, asshole. Are you fucking joking me right now, Ryan? Did you take her back? Because we just watched the video by Nina stating that Gypsy Rose was in St. Charles. Was she with you? Huh? I am pissed.
Yeah, I'm feeling the rage.
You are a very disappointing man. And then, what's to say that the next guy that comes along that looks like a Chad and wants to whisk your girl away from you won't be able to do it? Are you just gonna keep taking her back? Why? It's like Nina said in that video, does she have kryptonite or something? Like, what the fuck? Is she the only person you've ever been with? Did you lose your virginity to Gypsy Rose? Like, what's the deal here, bro? Because there's other fish in the sea. There's other pussy to try, bro. You don't need to go the Gypsy Rose route. Fuck. Amber J in this next video here thinks that it might be good for Gypsy Rose to be back in your loving arms. Ryan, all you're doing is enabling her and doing exactly what we don't want to do, and that's keep her thinking that she can do no fucking wrong and keep on getting what the fuck she wants. Even though Ken actually was the only one that was able to be like, fuck you, I'm out. Baby, I missed you so much. I really did. And I missed Trixie too.
Pixie.
pixie, whatever. You know what I meant. Whatever. Anyway, Ryan, you know, I just had to get it out of my system. I had to see if there was something there. Like, I just got out of prison after only spending almost 10 years in there, and I wanted to see if it was right or not, and it wasn't right. Like, I'm so sorry that I left you and hurt you and talked about how small your dick is on a magazine article. Like, you can recover from that. I will take care of you, you know, just until I get back on Tinder and get out there and find a new chat. But you'll stick around because you're just my little gullible ghoul, aren't ya? But now I realize I want you and only you, Ryan.
Yeah, you know I love you, Gypsy, and I'll take you back anytime. You could throw me in a pit of fire. As long as you put me out before I die, I'd still be with you.
Are you kidding me right now? You're a simp, Ryan. This is getting to be ridiculous. You love me just like my mama did, Ryan. That's probably what the bitch is saying. I totally agree with Nina too when she said that it's not Ken posting on his Instagram. Totally makes fucking sense. Because if we sit down and we watch this video that Ken had posted on his Instagram, y'all, do you really think that... I didn't think about this at first. I thought maybe Ken was being petty. But then listen to the song that he supposedly is the one that chose, or Gypsy chose this song, to reiterate the fact that Ryan has a small penis. Is that what you were trying to say, Gypsy Rose? It's like trying to rub in his face like, I'm still with Ken, small dick boy. But then if you were in St. Charles, you have the nerve and the gall to talk shit and act like that towards somebody you claimed that you loved so much when you first got out. I just don't get it, man. But, you know, let's not forget, though, the post that she posted on Facebook right after the unaliving of her mother. You know, that bitch is dead. Like, really? And then the comment that was under that, because I wanted to get, like, the actual picture from the Facebook, but that bitch is dead part is still there, but the comment of what she said is not. Yeah, and then I was just, before I had sat down to do this video, in fact, I thought that the last video that was on his Instagram, on Ken's Instagram, was just the one that was debunked as not being a current photo. But every time, if you notice that Nina posts something that's like big news or whatever, or it could have even been from the video where Nina was saying that Ken was off with some other guy. It's like these shitheads of Cut Off, they immediately made a video, though. So there's pictures, actually, that were posted by Christy from Christmas.
Christy posted this photo from Christmas. Where's Gypsy's belly?
She doesn't look it there
I
at all.
thought she was pregnant. This is strange.
Isn't that weird?
Shouldn't she have the same big old
But
belly she does when she's out
small,
doing PR stunts?
So...
That looks pretty flat there to me.
Different. I mean,
what are your thoughts?
I do believe that's got Ken in the pictures and all that. But you know, he may be just visiting because that's the mother of his child. A lot of men are like that, where they take care of them. I mean, the good men take care of their women while they're pregnant. I don't know if that's what Ken is doing, but she can't even say like, oh, well, look, it's got to be a Christmas photo because the tree's up. Like, no, because a lot of people will put their Christmas tree up like right after Thanksgiving. So it literally could have been anywhere in that time. You know, I think she's just really, really gung-ho about making sure that they don't give it away that her and Ken are broken up until this season is supposedly supposed to be over. Because if you don't know already, Lifetime's canceling this bitch. They're gonna take her contract and rip it up. As they should, because I need toilet paper for my butt. She's hanging on by like strings right now, you guys, trying to hold together but then she only made it worse with her book being full of a bunch of lies. And then you've got this whole situation with Ken, and it seems to me that Ken wants to be with a man, and that's fine. But Gypsy Rose needs to give that up and realize Ken's not the one. You're gonna have to figure something out, and it doesn't mean run back to Ryan and keep fucking with him until you find somebody else. The bitch is just full of it. She constantly thinks that we are stupid as an audience too. Have you ever noticed that? Well, obviously, I mean, with all the lies, she thinks we're that dumb to keep on believing her contradictions. It's one thing. But, like, she'll say things, though, as if we're stupid. Like, it just makes me nuts. Makes me want to fucking punch her in the face. I saw this video that was on Ken's Instagram as well, where he was, like, playing this song. You got to pause to read, like, the meaning of the song and the lyrics, and it's really just off, which also leads me to believe is Gypsy Rose posting on his behalf, if you want to call it that, because I don't believe Ken would pick that song. I believe that sounds like something her dad listens to or something, you know what I mean?
From the dusty mesa, a shadow grows.
Yeah, pause the music because it is so interesting.
From the dusty mesa.
It's just crazy. But if you think about it, Ken loves the sausage just as much as you, Gypsy. So, you know, they say if you love him, let him go. Let him go have some sausage and maybe he'll come back for some vegetables. I don't know. Hey, Bubba, be quiet. Son of a bitch. As Nina says, I need to spin the block on something. Because if you noticed, in her book, she says something about how her mother was obsessed with trying to trap your dad by getting pregnant, and checked out this book at the library that was brought to the attention of his mom because she worked there or something like that, right? Well, there's an interview that I had saved that Christy, she's just reiterating what Christy has already said in this scenario. So it's like, is Christy like really the ringmaster of some things here, Gypsy? Because it seems like you unalived your mom and then felt needy for a mom, and so you've elected Christy to be your mom, which is so fucking cringy.
Mom worked at the library and she was checking in the books and came across a book on how to get pregnant. And when she went to stamp it in, Dee Dee's name was there. And next thing you know, Dee Dee's pregnant. 9 months later, Gypsy Rose Blanchard came into the world. Rod and I met in high school. We became...
And she's become like this ringleader to your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And you guys aren't working together very well, though. Your communication skills aren't communicating. Do you understand? It's just crazy because if you think about it, then you can say that Dee Dee had an obsession with getting pregnant with Gypsy to trap Rod, right? Then why is it that you are out here trying to trap Ken by doing the same exact thing? Following in your mother's footsteps, which is, I believe, to be something passed down, because like even in my family, if you think about it, like every woman in my family, generation to generation, except my children didn't do it, thank God. All of the women had babies at 19 years old. It was basically, as soon as you are out of the house, that's what you do. You go find a man, a husband, have babies, get it all started right away, right out the bat, right out the gate, y'all. I believe that when she's got that microdeletion, so she's hypersexual, but I also believe that it's possible maybe her mom loved attention too, and the attention-seeking trait is passed down to Gypsy, which mixed with her like hypersexuality has made her just like this fucking dominant sex machine wannabe.
Our mom says that our dad is a real sex machine.
It's what she's dead set on doing, is fucking getting out there, fucking and getting pregnant. But what she doesn't realize is that a baby is forever, and that it's not something that you can just pawn off on other people. And this is your child. This is another life that you have to protect, love, nurture, all those things. And now I think, Gypsy, you're really going to see what your mother struggled with the most, and that was providing everything she could for you, yet it never was good enough, ever. And look what happened. And if you think for 1 second that with a 50-50 chance of your child having this microdeletion as well, if she comes out without it, it's a blessing. And if she comes out with it, she also will have this hypersexual personality mixed with what's passed down by you and Ken. Girl, you're going to have your hands full, and you're probably going to end up just like your mama.
Gypsy was me and my mom and dad were laying in their bed, and I think it might have been a birthday or something that we had called her for, and we sung her happy birthday on the phone. God knows how old I was, but that's probably the first memory I have, just because I was so young. I was 2 when she'd come to the house, or when we would actually be able to see her. I remember growing up and Gypsy being a lot older than I was.
In this clip, Mia is talking about one of her first memories of Gypsy. It's when they called her for her birthday. Mia was about 2 years old. Then she goes on to say how when Gypsy would come visit at their house, at Rod's house, there is a 10-year age gap between Gypsy and Mia. Gypsy is 32, Mia is 22. If Mia has memories of her coming over starting at 2 years old, that means that Gypsy was about 12, 13 years old at that point when she would come visit Rod. So you mean to tell me she's 12, 13 years old coming over to visit Rod, and he never questioned anything? He never took her to a doctor to follow up, to get a clear understanding? He didn't notice anything was off with Gypsy, that she could walk? Or, I mean, obviously then you had to bathe her and you had to do all this stuff for her. If she was visiting you at that age, you didn't notice anything off That just sounds a little odd to me. Are you just not trying to take responsibility for a lack of parenting? Or because you knew about what was going on, the scamming? Because I think that if she was visiting at that age, you should have known something. And from what I hear, I thought there was no contact. He didn't have any contact with Gypsy. Remember, didn't Dee Dee, take her and ran away and there was no contact as a child? So, well, which one is it? She was coming over for visits or she wasn't? I mean, the inconsistencies are outrageous in this story. And again, this is just my opinion, but I just feel like, Rod, you saw her. She was around. You just didn't parent. You just didn't look into it. You didn't care enough, you and Christy. And I feel like you're just now trying to hide the fact that you didn't take responsibility. This is just my opinion.
So it's like with all of this, you can tell where Gypsy has gotten a lot of her traits from being offspring of Dee Dee and Rod. I mean, Rod is no saint himself. Even in her book, she claims that when she was born, her dad was off tripping or something like that. So it's like, what's in store now for Aurora, though, Gypsy? You have to think about that every single day from now forward. It's not about you anymore. She's showing signs that the baby does have this microdeletion because of her small stomach. It doesn't look like the baby is growing properly, which are signs that the baby has the microdeletion. And I pointed that out in other videos. But, that's just neither here nor there. I just wanted to bring that up because of the fact that she's bringing a baby into the world now that is going to have a lot of her traits and Ken's traits, and those traits aren't positive ones, and that I really worry about the future with Gypsy Rose and Aurora, being also that she's got to be with Aurora alone for long periods of time now because she's a single mom, apparently, and maybe that is why she's running right back to Ryan, because she doesn't know two things about taking care of a baby. I know this thing, though. This is some shit right here. In less than a fucking year, she's done more than some people have done in their whole life. Okay? And it's just so fucking wild to me. But I want to get this video going out. I'm going to start reacting on some things over here. And get this shit out on damn YouTubies. Okay? But just so we all remember, history seems to keep repeating itself, Gypsy Rose. Be careful. You're in for it. And maybe karma needs to come anyway. And when Dee Dee's born, when Aurora's born, we'll see. I love you guys. Thank you for coming to my video. Thank you for coming to my video. Please come back for more videos and become a member today. Pay $1.09 and become a member. You can watch my videos day early. Get a cool check mark and some emojis. Come watch me. Members only. Hey, that was kind of cute. I like that one. I do the singing thing a little bit more often over here because I surprise myself. You know what I'm saying?